What if I told you that the most powerful revenge you can ever deliver is silence? Not blocking them, not confronting them, not exposing the truth. Just silence. The kind that cuts deeper than any insult. The kind that makes people uncomfortable because they can't control it. The kind that turns you from a target into a ghost they can't touch. People don't fear anger. People fear silence. Because silence means you're no longer emotionally available, no longer reactive, no longer manipulatable. Silence is the moment they realize you're not playing their game anymore. In life, you'll meet people who break you quietly. Not with fists, not with open aggression. They break you with betrayal, with lies spoken behind your back, with fake affection used to keep you around, with cold withdrawal used to punish you, with manipulation disguised as love or friendship. This is the kind of pain that sinks into your bones, the kind that wakes you up at night, the kind that forces you to question your worth. And the natural reaction, the human reaction, is rage to prove your side, to fight, to let the world know the truth. But Stoic strength begins exactly where emotional chaos ends. Stoicism teaches you something most people never learn. Your reaction is your responsibility. Your silence is your strategy. Your peace is your weapon. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This is not poetry, this is survival. You cannot control betrayal. You cannot control lies. You cannot control someone's cruelty, jealousy, insecurity, or immaturity. But you can control the battlefield inside your mind. And if you can control that, you win everything. That's why silence is so powerful. Silence means you have mastered yourself. Most people think revenge is about doing something. Stoicism teaches that revenge is about becoming something. Someone better, stronger, calmer, untouchable. Imagine someone deeply hurts you, not by accident, but by choice. They betray you. They use you. They walk away at the moment you needed them most. They smear your name. They pretend you never mattered. They expect you to react because your pain feeds them. Your anger entertains them. Your emotional breakdown validates their ego. But then, nothing. You don't explode. You don't chase. You don't justify yourself. You don't send long messages at 2 a.m. You don't start an argument. You don't try to make them see. You just become quiet. This silence terrifies them, because emotional control is the one thing manipulators can't fight. They can fight accusations, arguments, drama, but they can't fight silence. Your silence forces them to face the truth they've been running from. They never had real power over you. They only had the power you gave them. When you go silent, you reclaim that power. And what happens next is something they never expect. You begin to evolve. You start to rebuild your body, your schedule, your finances, your mind. You start working on projects you ignored. You reconnect with real friends. You train. You improve your discipline. You start sleeping better. You start thinking clearer. Your face looks different. Your eyes change. Your aura hardens. You grow. And suddenly, without trying to prove anything, you become someone new, someone they can no longer manipulate, reach, or break. This is the part that destroys them. Not your anger, not your rant, not your revenge, but your transformation. Because nothing hurts a person who wronged you more than seeing you rise without them. You see, people who hurt others remain the same. They repeat the same patterns. They go in circles. They jump from one victim to another. They live in emotional poverty. They stay stuck, while you, the one they thought they broke, start moving upward. You separate your identity from their narrative. You clean your mind from their influence. You detach from the version of yourself that tolerated their behavior. You become someone who does not need closure because you close the door yourself. This is the evolution they never saw coming. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of answers, full of power, full of dignity. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters." Your silence is the response of someone who refuses to drown in someone else's chaos. People misunderstand silence. They think silence is weakness. They think silence is running away. They think silence is fear. But real silence, Stoic silence, is dominance. It's the refusal to descend to their level. It's the refusal to feed the fire they started. It's the refusal to let someone disturb the empire inside your mind. Here's the part they never expect. Your silence teaches them who they truly are. When you stop arguing, they hear the echo of their own behavior. When you stop explaining, they realize they don't deserve explanation. When you stop chasing, they feel the emptiness of losing someone who genuinely cared. And when you stop reacting, they lose control. Your silence becomes the mirror they avoided their whole life. And months later, when they see you again, when they see the discipline in your eyes, the strength in your posture, the peace in your energy, they finally understand. You didn't lose them, you outgrew them. You didn't stay silent because you were weak. You stayed silent because you were evolving. You didn't avoid confrontation. You avoided wasting your life force. You didn't disappear. You ascended. This is the essence of Stoic revenge. You don't hurt them back. You outgrow the version of you they were able to hurt. And the moment you reach that level, something shifts permanently. They no longer matter. Their words no longer matter. Their opinions no longer matter. Their presence no longer matters. Their absence no longer matters. You become free. Silence was never the end. Silence was the beginning of the version of you that no betrayal can break, no manipulation can control, no enemy can intimidate. The version of you that walks with calm certainty. The version of you that needs no validation. The version of you that doesn't respond to disrespect. Because kings don't argue with noise. So next time someone hurts you, don't give them the satisfaction of your reaction. Don't give them access to your emotions. Don't let them drag you back into old patterns. Just walk away. Walk toward your purpose. Walk toward your discipline. Walk toward your peace. Walk toward the future they will never be part of. Your silence is not avoidance. Your silence is transformation. Your silence is power. And when the world sees the person you become, they will understand. Your silence was the loudest message of all. Hold the line.